Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Beth and today I am going to be doing a book review purely because Cherrie Walker asked me a question in the comment section on my Peach Cobbler and a review video, which I will link here. And I had an immediate response for her, went and checked to make sure that this book was still in production, and it is. So there we have it. But please feel free to stay and watch even if you are not Cherrie. So Cherrie, who is a wonderful booktuber, and I will link her down below, so if you don't know her, you should go check her out. She's amazing. And she has a 2-year-old, and she asked if I had any cookbooks that I knew of that were good kind of mom and daughter cook together books. And I have a very special cookbook that is not only good for a parent and child to cook together, but is one that my uncle gave to me when I was about, I'd say 4 or 5. And so I've had it for the last 25, 26 years and possibly longer than that. And I use it with my own daughter, so I know it works as a mother-daughter cooking deal, and that is Kids Cooking, a very slightly messy manual by the editors of Klutz Press, illustrated by Jim McGinnis, and it is by, of course, Klutz Press from Palo Alto, California. I will leave the link for this in the bar down below. It is the US Amazon link, but if you type in Kids Cooking by Klutz Press into the search bar, it should bring up the current edition of this cookbook. This is a spiral bound cookbook, and it has all of the recipes separated into breakfast, lunches and snacks, dinners and salads, desserts, and not to eat things. The not to eat things are Play-Doh, face paint, finger paints, giant soap bubbles, and Fido's Fabulous People Crackers, which are dog treats. This book was originally published in 1987, but even the current edition still has these wonderful illustrations, and each recipe has them. And the wonderful, wonderful thing about these recipes with the illustrations is not just that it's cartoony and kids will like it and want to look at it, it's that this also helps with early literacy. So let me find a good, well, this first one will work quite nicely. See the pictures right there? It shows every ingredient and what you'll need to measure them out. Not only that, but it shows you on the little measuring spoons how many you'll need. So without reading the words below it, I know that I need baking powder and 2 teaspoons. And I know that because each of these books also comes with its own set of measuring spoons. And the blue one is 1 teaspoon. The yellow one is a tablespoon. The green one is a half a teaspoon. And the red one is a 1/4 teaspoon. So if I am, say, a 2-year-old little girl in the kitchen making muffins with mommy, then I can look and know that it needs 2 of the blue one. And I can look at the ingredients mommy has set out, and I can look at the color spoon I have, and I can tell mom that I need 2 of these from that baking powder because the illustrations show me that that's what I need. And as I grow up and I start recognizing letters and numbers and all of that on a more frequent basis, that pictorial representation will already be cemented in my mind, and I will be able to pick up on the measurements and the words for the measurements much more quickly. So that really, really makes me happy as I am cooking with my own daughter. And the pictures are just absolutely adorable anyway, so even if they didn't have a good reason for being there, I'd be all for it. And this is a book that can definitely grow with your child. So you start out making the Play-Doh and the dog treats and the cookies and muffins and whatever with them, and you do most of the measuring and they dump it in and mix it, and then they start measuring and dumping and you're just helping them measure, and then you don't have to help them measure anymore. You just kind of sit there for moral support and to get hot stuff out of the oven. And it's kind of a sad but fun circle of events, I suppose. But this is my favorite one. Daryl's Forget the Cookies, Just Give Me That Batter chocolate chip cookie recipe. I can mostly make these cookies from memory without having to grab the book, which is good because my daughter keeps stealing it from our cookbook shelf and taking it to her play kitchen and making her pretend food using the pictures. So that's also fun to do. But one of the things I love to do with that recipe is I love to add cinnamon and cut down the amount of chocolate chips so it becomes snickerdoodles that may or may not have chocolate chips in them. Because snickerdoodles are my favorite kind of cookie and they have a lot less sugar in them. Normally you make them with a sugar cookie batter, which has like double the amount of sugar as that recipe does. So I learned a long time ago to add a bunch of cinnamon to the chocolate chip cookie dough, and it's way healthier and less sugary, and I still get that really nice ooey gooey soft snickerdoodle flavor and texture that I adore. But that is my very quick review. This is a 5-star cookbook and definitely a classic. So I will leave the link to the Amazon page down below and hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any suggestions for Cherrie and I on cookbooks that we can use with our daughters, we would love to hear about it. So leave it for us down below. If you have any recipes you want to share, tell us about them down below as well. We're always open for them, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye.